Imagine being on the edge of your fullest potential and feeling like something is pulling you back. That is the power of self-doubt. It slowly destroys your hopes and dreams. Being truly confident isn't just a feeling. It's a valuable skill and a deep way of thinking that shapes your life. How much you achieve depends a lot on how much you believe in yourself. Think of all the times that fear and doubt have held back raw talent that was ready to do extraordinary things. Today, we're going to talk about some useful and powerful Stoic tips that will help you get your confidence back. These methods aren't just ideas, they're real steps that can be taken to deal with the problems of modern life. They were made to help you find your way to becoming your best self. Remember that becoming more confident in yourself isn't about changing into someone else. It's about getting rid of your doubts and seeing the strong, capable person you've always been. Let's make sure that this knowledge gets to people like you before we start this life-changing journey. Please click like to help get the word out to as many people as possible. Let's jump in now. Number 1, get to know yourself. Finding out who you are is more than just a trip. It's the key to getting your confidence back. Take a moment to think about what makes you do what you do. Are they based on real values, or are you just doing what other people expect of you? Stoic philosophers like Epictetus taught that this kind of self-reflection is at the heart of Stoicism. It's not enough to know your skills and weaknesses. You need to know who you are at your core. Being deeply aware of yourself is the key to real self-confidence. It starts inside you when you align your deeds with who you really are. Everyday life gives us problems, and how we respond to them often defines who we are. When these things happen, take a moment to think about them. Are the things you do really in line with what you believe, or are they just automatic answers to outside pressures? It's not enough to just be brave to boost your confidence. You also need to make decisions that are in line with who you are. This sincerity makes people feel confident. When you act in line with your real self, every choice you make boosts your confidence, building a strong foundation that won't waver. Number 2, know that there are some things that can't be changed. Do you ever feel like you're pushing against a wall that won't move? It's tiring and, to be honest, not really necessary. The thing about life is that some things just won't change, no matter how hard we try. But here's a strong twist on Stoicism. It's not about how hard you push, but what you push and what you let go of. This is what you need to do to get your trust back. Giving up is not an option. It's about having a smart plan. Let us break it down. There are times when we all feel like we can't do anything and are stuck in a storm of things we can't control. From here on out, our Stoic knowledge comes into play. Ask yourself, am I trying to manage something that I can't manage? Let's face it, we can't control what other people do, turn back time, or see into the future. But here's your power move. Think about what you can change, like how people behave, what choices they make, and what they do. These are your real lands of power. By moving your energy here, you get stronger, more flexible, and most importantly, more sure of yourself. It's like getting better at a game where you know the rules and use your best moves. Think about this. Accepting what can't be changed isn't the same thing as giving up. It's a strategic goal. Being free to do well in the moment means not having to worry about the past or the future. Remember to be kind to yourself, even when things don't go your way. Everybody trips. Not only is that okay, it's necessary for growth. You feel more confident when you think this way, and it also adds a sense of calm knowledge to your daily life. You're not just becoming more sure of yourself. You're also becoming wiser and more calm, and your life is becoming more full and important. Remember that real confidence isn't about being in charge of everything. It's about being able to control your reactions and focus on what you do well. You're not just getting through the storm, you're also learning how to dance in it. Number 3, remain aware of what really matters. Stoicism isn't just an old idea. It's a lighthouse for minds today that are drowning in a sea of distractions. When did you last really feel like you were in charge? When did it happen? When your mind was racing between social media alerts and the latest news, or when you were deeply involved in something that was important to you? Marcus Aurelius, a wise emperor, said, "Our life is what our thoughts make it. What you focus on changes what you experience." It's a strong tool, but many of us let it rust because of the stress of daily life. To get your focus back, you have to figure out what takes it away. It could be the buzzing of your phone, the need to please everyone, or your fears that are making it hard to think straight. Know who these thieves are and take steps to limit their control over you. Set limits, like no technology during certain hours, or learn how to say no to requests that drain your energy. Focus on getting stronger like a muscle. Meditation isn't just a trend, it's a tried and true way to keep your mind on the moment. Ask yourself, what's the one thing I need to do today, at the start of your day? This will help you cut through the noise and be more sure of your actions and plan. Remember that focusing is more than just a skill. It's the way to inner peace and confidence. You're not just getting things done when you focus on what's important. You're making a fortress of calm in a world full of chaos. This is the way of the patient. Being able to focus isn't just about getting things done, it's also about building a confident and purposeful life. Number 4, put on more strength. You don't get tough at birth, you learn how to be tough through life's fires. Stoicism is a great way to learn this skill because it helps us turn life's hardest lessons into our biggest strengths. Think of toughness as your shield in life's battles, not just to protect you from harm, but also to help you win. Being wise like Seneca and saying, "It's not the events, but our reaction to them that truly defines us." Every fall or stumbling step is a chance to get back up stronger. When life throws you a curveball, don't back down. Instead, ask yourself, what lesson lies here? This change in view turns every problem into a stepping stone that brings you closer to being wise and strong. Being stoic means being strong and resilient. Do not avoid or be afraid of problems. Instead, face them with bravery. When you get past a problem or face your fear, you're not just living. You're becoming a stronger, more confident person. Don't forget that being resilient isn't just getting through the storm. It's also about learning how to dance in the rain. No matter if it's a long overdue job or dealing with a personal loss. Keep a calm attitude in every situation. Not the event itself, but how you deal with it. You can handle life's problems with confidence if you know that each one is a chance to learn and get stronger. Acceptance, long-term vision, thanks and community are all parts of real stoic toughness. Know this, the road of life isn't always easy or fair, but it can be walked with strength and grace. This understanding isn't giving up. It's realizing that problems are a part of life and that we're ready to deal with them. Being tough also means looking past your problems and thinking about how they will affect your future. Being resilient and thankful can help you get through hard times by changing the way you see problems into chances to grow. Also, don't forget how powerful community can be. Having supportive people around you not only makes you feel better, but it also helps you remember that you're not fighting life's fights by yourself. This stern path to getting tougher is a commitment to learning and growing for life. No matter how good or bad an event is, it teaches you something about yourself and the world around you. Accept that your life will change and have faith that you have the strength and knowledge to get through it. Stoic toughness is basically a very deep way to figure out how to get through life. We learn to face problems head-on, learn from them, and use them to boost our confidence and strength. When we practice Stoicism, we don't just get through tough times. We use them to get smarter, stronger, and more sure of ourselves. Number 5, get more humble. It's like opening a secret door to confidence when you accept your shame. You don't need to dim your light. You just need to realize that there are a million other lights around you. Pride is easy to trip over because we mistake it for confidence. But here's a truth that has stood the test of time, going back to the wise words of Stoic thinkers like Epictetus. The first step to true knowledge is admitting that you don't know something. Being humble is the key to growth. Think of humility as a field that is full of possibilities. Real security doesn't appear overnight, just like a plant doesn't grow overnight. Always remember that you're not the only one with a point of view, and listen more than you talk. When you achieve, think about what other people did to help you. Being aware that everyone can teach you something is a sign of power. In today's world, appearances are often more important than sincerity, but people are really wanting to connect with each other. By recognizing that you're a part of a bigger picture, humility lets these relationships happen. You're not making yourself less valuable, you're making it more valuable. Everyone you meet has a world of experiences that are different from yours. They don't make you smaller when you learn from them, they make your world bigger, and your faith finds its true north in this bigger world. You're not only showing respect when you give people credit for their achievements and see their worth, you're also creating a rich fabric of different points of view, not about who is right, but about being willing to learn from everything that life has to offer. This method not only strengthens your relationships, but it also builds your confidence based on mutual respect and learning all the time. You have to be brave enough to look at yourself honestly, admit your mistakes, and take steps to fix them. This is part of the journey of humility. Being aware of yourself is a great way to grow. People should be thankful for their lives, their loved ones, and the chances they get. Being thankful keeps you rooted and linked, and it helps you remember that you're a part of something bigger. When you practice humility, you not only feel more confident, but you also become an example for others to follow, and they will respect and admire you. To review, a wise Stoic teacher in the 21st century knows that humility is not a sign of weakness, but a badge of strength that shows you're ready to learn, grow, and connect deeply with the world around you. As we continue to talk about this subject, please share your thoughts below if anything has struck a chord with you so far. A short message like "I believe in myself" is a great way to get to know each other. If you want to see more movies like this, click the subscribe button. Now let's talk about the details of our conversation in more depth. Before we move on to number 6 on our list, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel to never miss out any of our videos about Stoicism and the way you can master your life. Number 6. Know what you believe and live by it. As you go through life, have you ever felt like you're just floating, not sure where you are? It's normal to feel that way, but your personal values can help you stay strong. It's not just thoughts. These are the building blocks of real, long-lasting trust. Think about the things that are most important to you. Being honest, loyal, brave, and kind. These aren't just words. They're waypoints that will help you find your way. It's not easy to live in line with these values. You have to make a daily commitment to do so. You need a steady hand to steer your life through both calm and dangerous seas. Let's talk about honesty, which is a very strong word. If you live with integrity, your deeds will always match up with what you believe. It is hard, especially when everyone else tries to pull you away from your path. But this is where the change happens. Your self-esteem, goes through the roof every time you choose to be true to yourself over the easy path. You're not just saying that what you believe is important, you're doing things that show it. This isn't about big actions, it's in the little things you do every day. If being honest is important to you, then speak the truth, even when it seems easy to lie. If you want to be kind, do it in ways that no one will notice. These little steps will help you become the person you want to be. Do not forget that perfection is not the goal. What matters is that you learn from your mistakes and turn them into stepping stones. Realize that living by your ideals isn't just a victory for you. It's a light for others to follow. Being true to your values and beliefs makes you an honest and trustworthy person to others. Having your beliefs and actions match up not only makes you feel better, but it also gets the respect and trust of those around you. It also means taking responsibility for your actions and the results of those actions, whether they were good or bad. It's important to think about your choices often and make sure they are in line with your core values. It's not a one-time thing to do, it's a process of growth and self-improvement that lasts a lifetime. You become more than just confident when you live your views out loud. You become a guidepost, an inspiration, and a testament to the unbreakable power of being true to yourself. Number 7. Be grateful every day. Being grateful, which is talked about a lot in the winds of Stoicism, is a powerful way to get your confidence back. It's not just about the big things that happen in life. It's also about celebrating the little wins and joys that happen every day. Imagine that you wake up and choose not to let your fears cloud your judgment. Instead, you take a moment to reflect. You choose 3 small things to be thankful for. It could be the birds singing outside your window, the comfort of your favorite t-shirt, or even a text message from a friend. This advice isn't just nice to hear, it's a plan. Finding the good in things helps you see the glass as half full instead of half empty, shifting your attention from what's missing to what is present. But being grateful isn't a one-person job. You have to recognize the part other people play in your life. Take a moment to thank the barista who makes your coffee every morning, or the friend who is always there for you. It may seem easy, but saying thank you helps people connect with each other. To build a network of happiness, you need to see the value in the help and kindness around you. Being thankful teaches you to see problems as opportunities to grow. Every problem turns into a chance to learn, grow, and see how all of life's events fit together. This way of thinking doesn't just make you stronger, it also makes you more grateful for the complicated journey of life. Remember that being grateful is a skill that needs to be practiced and learned over time. It's about finding beauty in everyday things and getting stronger through hard times. Every day that you are thankful, you not only boost your confidence, but you also shape a life full of understanding and respect. This trip of being grateful takes time, care, and attention, just like taking care of a plant. But the blooms that come after are full of confidence, strength, and a deep knowledge of how important life is. Find your 3 things you're thankful for today, and watch how your world changes as you say thank you each time. Number 8. Be open to learning and being interested. Do you ever feel like you're lost in the maze of doubt? It's a common mistake that makes you doubt yourself. What will help you find your way out of the maze is learning and being curious. That's not what this is about. It's a desire to learn more about the big, different world, and, most importantly, about yourself. Do you remember the wise man Epictetus? He didn't just mean formal education when he said, "Only the educated are free." He also meant the liberation that comes from learning new things every day. Not only does this journey of constant learning fill your head with information, but it also keeps your mind sharp, engaged, and flexible. It could be a strange fact, a new skill, or seeing the world through someone else's eyes. It's kind of like mental gymnastics. Every new piece of information is a new move that makes you more adaptable and ready for the turns and twists that life throws at you. And it's not just about you. Learning about other points of view doesn't just make your mind bigger, it makes your heart bigger too. You can learn new things by talking to people whose lives and views are different from your own. It also helps you understand, respect, and appreciate the rich tapestry of human experience. How do you begin? Promise yourself that you will learn something new every day. It doesn't have to be big. A small piece of information can set off a huge wave of understanding. You could read a book by an author whose past is different from yours, talk to a stranger, or just look around with a curious eye. This road of learning and curiosity isn't just a way to boost your confidence. It's an adventure that lasts a lifetime and makes you smarter, more empathetic, and more flexible. And in a world that is always changing, those are the real signs of being smart and strong. When you lose faith in yourself, it can be like stumbling around in the dark, not knowing what to do next. But remember that deeds, not just thoughts, are what bring back the light of confidence. The 8 strong tips we've talked about so far, like being open to challenges, learning new things, and living with a purpose, will guide you. If you use them, you'll be able to get through the dark clouds of doubt. This journey isn't just about gaining confidence, it's also about making you smarter and stronger. It's about making each fall into a step forward. Now that you have these tips, use them to boost your confidence. You can do this. Click here to watch our video about how to control your mind. See you there in a second. Be stoic, stay stoic.